finished the Palmetto Carriage Works, which is a tour company that goes around the city explaining obviously the history of just like the buildings, the architecture. And something that's really special about this one is that it is a carriage house, so that means that the tour is being run with horses. The thing about that, Shannon and I were like semi-hesitant on doing
We're always
a tour
apprehensive
like
when an animal has to do like labor, honestly.
So, but which is interesting, the friend that we made this week, Maddie, she is a vet tech. And she was explaining to us that this particular tour like treats their horses amazingly, and she would actually recommend this tour. So that's actually ended up the reason why we ended up going with this one over others in Charleston. And even down afterwards doing this tour, absolutely felt like it was completely safe.
It was very ethical.
It was really ethical. So
you could tell the horses are very well taken care of, and even the city itself actually takes care of the horses too. So it was actually really cute. They had this little like buzzer thing to let them know which horse is working, so they have like the right amount of breaks, so they're not overworking these horses, which is super important to the both of us.
It's not something I would ever advocate if I didn't feel that it was ethical in any way. So really glad to, now that we're done with it, I'm like, no, this is great.
This was so great. Really recommend. And we learned so much about Charleston, and it's now like I have a new appreciation looking around.
Yeah, and I'm really glad we're doing this early, that way now that we're walking around Charleston, I can appreciate it even more.
Yeah. One thing you have to do when you're in Charleston, or we were told multiple times, is to visit Shem Creek. And today is that day for us.
Yes, finally.
I know. I would recommend when you visit to go during like sunset time, but we wanted to kind of also avoid crowds a little bit.
So we did get here a little bit early just to be able to park and before like the sort of like happy hour starts. You know? So because of that, we're kind of enjoying the walkway that they have here and kind of just taking our time to take photos, videos, since it's so cute here.
I know. And later, which I'm really excited about, is we are doing a kayak dolphin tour in the creek. So we're going to be kayaking, and hopefully we'll see some dolphins, crossing fingers.
I know.
Finished the coolest kayak tour I've ever done. Like, can I just say, our juju is so real. We were manifesting because it's like known that this tour, like you can actually be kayaking next to dolphins, and at the end of it, we saw a dolphin.
Literally so close. It was like very tempting. Obviously I didn't touch it, but I kind of wanted to.
And it was just so cool. We learned so much. Our tour guide, Ethan, he was so nice, and so like, he was so educational on everything we were seeing, so it was just perfect.
I know, I loved it.
We are at our third beach today, Folly Beach, and we're already impressed of how different each one is?
Yeah, like I expected, like, you know, I mean, granted there's similarities out there's not, but every time we've like driven through for like the first moment, we're like, wow, this feels different than the last one that we've been to.
Yeah, so I'm glad that we were taking this excursion of like, let's go to different beaches and islands, because as you already know, like our hearts are in Sullivan Island right now, but we really like Folly Beach so far.
Yeah, like it's really
cool.
accessible so far with like getting around and like being able to like park and stuff. So I'm excited to kind of just like have the whole day, you know what I mean, and like really get a feel for it.
Yeah, we're gonna go to a cafe now and enjoy the day.
Yeah.
Okay, so total side note, the last time when we were at Isle of Palms, it was super windy, so we had to like dig deeper than usual, and I have war wounds from it using, I don't even know if you could see it, it's much better now, but I used my knuckles like an idiot, because it was faster at the time, and then I realized my hands were bloody, and I was like, that was so stupid. And we need to go get a shovel, so we are here, and we finally found a store, and they have a shovel. So I think we can do, I think the little ones are fine.
I think that will work.
Is there a color we want?
Let's do blue or green because it matches our thing.
Okay, I think blue is fine.
That's cute, that's cute.
Yay! If anyone knows, I kind of tried to start it back when I was in Florida. I just didn't have the time. But now I finally have the time, and I can just say, worth the wait. So freaking good already. I'm only like on chapter 3, but so far it's like this really cool fantasy book. It's kind of a modern game, like Little Red Riding Hood, but like a little bit fiercer. I'm kind of getting the impression that the main character is going to be like a badass, and she has to like sacrifice herself to like this wolf guy, but I think it's going to be a love interest, so I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of guessing here. I don't know yet, but so far so good. Oh my god. Actually, do you have any idea? I fucking love this. Sorry, I shouldn't curse. I love this song, and I had no idea the rest of the year that I didn't know that either. And also, is Jasmine not one of our favorites? She's our favorite princess. And I'm like, well, this all really tracks for us. Yeah. 92 babies. we are at the Cypress Gardens, and if you didn't know what that is, it's actually where they filmed one of the scenes in The Notebook, so we obviously had to come and recreate our own little scene together.
A magical moment.
We just finished the most amazing boat tour.
That was so worth it. It literally,
Absolutely.
it is included in the price when you get into the Cypress Gardens, which is only $10.
Yes.
So that included everything, which is great. But forewarning,
I know.
we literally did not think we were going to have a problem since it's so far away from Charleston. It's about like a 40-ish minute away.
Yeah.
So we're like, it's probably not going to be packed today. So we got here at 1, literally took at least a little over an hour to wait for one of the boats because it goes by like 2, so like it really took a long time to get there. So now we have to rush a little bit because the park closes at 5 p.m. So we're kind of like now finished that, which honestly totally worth the wait though.
Yes.
And now we're just gonna enjoy the rest of the gardens.
I know.
And now we have a map, so we're gonna probably just see as much as we can while we're here. We're gonna wait to do this whole, because usually there's like a 4.5 mile, I think, whole walk around here. Yeah. I think we're gonna do this first, which is a lot closer.
Yeah.
And we're gonna probably check out the bird exhibit, the butterfly house, the garden. I hear there's some gators. So we're gonna check this part out, and then we'll see how much time we have left to see if we can do the whole trail.
Today we are at the Boone Hall Plantation, and honestly I'm just like really excited to learn more about the history since I want to be really transparent. Obviously this is something that has a really dark history and past, so we're not coming in here like not knowledgeable about that, but we're really looking forward to learning more about what this plantation is doing.
And a local recommended this particular plantation to us because they do not hide their dark history and are very transparent about that. Also, something that I really like about this plantation that we heard about was all of the events that they host here. So they have a lot of times and designated things on each part of their area. We got the 11:30 tour to go into the house, and after that they had sort of like within every like 15 to 30 minutes sort of like other things to do on the plantation. So I'm excited to explore and see all the other things that are here and to learn more about the history.
Exactly. Like we mentioned earlier, there are a lot of different events throughout the day, and this one in particular we were the most looking forward to since it's a really amazing, just knowledgeable experience.
Yes. So here's the thing. I'm going to read it verbatim because I do not want to get it wrong.
Yeah.
So this is the Gala culture, and this is a live presentation of the evolution and development of the Gala culture and the Low Country. The presentation is held at this theater behind us. It's about like a 30 to 35 minute presentation, and the woman, the wonderful woman who presented was Veronica Gilliard, literally voice of a goddamn angel.
My God.
She sang us songs and told us all the history of just her descendants and talks about the history.
Yeah, and how music wasn't just about entertainment. It was actually about sending messages to other people. So it was really fascinating to hear how the Gullah culture used their voices and like kind of song, and how they like were able to maneuver through the difficult times because of it.
Yeah.
And it was just incredible how she was able to share that with us. Yes. And I'm so grateful for it.
No,
and
it definitely is the highlight for me, like learning about that. It was definitely the best thing in my opinion.
There's so many events to do here, but this one is definitely like a must, so definitely make sure to check it out when you go.
Yes.
Decided to treat ourselves to a nice evening out since we had a long day of work. So we decided we wanted to get all gussied up and go somewhere really nice, and we decided to go somewhere downtown called
the Church in Union, Charleston.
I keep forgetting the name. Church in Union, Charleston. And like its name, what's really cool about it, it's like this restaurant's in a church. So it's like the coolest atmosphere.
Yeah.
But we're just gonna
stained glass windows, but we're gonna be there for the cocktails.
Yes. Ourselves a little catch-up errands day, which I'm excited for. We fueled up at this really cute spot. We've passed all the time by our apartment. And we're like, we have to check it out, and we finally did. And I actually did not know it was a Mexican place.
No,
had no
I thought
idea.
It was connected to the grocery store, and it was like a sandwich shop until we went in, and I was like, oh wow, totally didn't know this.
And I love a good surprise, and it was so delicious. So absolutely recommend.
Yeah, it was, I think, called the Pink Cactus.
Yeah, the Pink Cactus. But now we're off to go to UPS to ship some packages and send some mail to friends and fam.
This one. That's cute, right? It's so cute. I feel like I love that. I feel like I say that all the time. Okay, love you, bye.
Yeah, I do too. All right, I'm getting bread and wine for dinner because we want to do a pasta wine night tonight before we have to go to the piano dueling bar. So excited. I had to run out real quick since we had like none of the ingredients, but excited to have some dinner. Yay, security goods!
Love.
Yes.
Kristen cooked dinner tonight. You got some wine across the street.
Obviously, I wanted to have
Like, look how fancy! I love it.
pasta and some garlic bread.
And we're gonna take it out for a view.
Yeah. Hello. Okay, so the other day we were at the Cypress Gardens, and for lunch we ended up going out, and then the waiter there ended up telling us about this place for the Dueling Piano Bar. He's a bartender there and invited us to go.
Yes.
So we figured we would go tonight and hopefully see him and enjoy our night.
Yeah.
So we ended up going to the Dueling Piano Bar, and we got to see our buddy.
I know, so nice. It was so
flattered he like told us to go here, and it was just so fun to like, I feel like we made a friend, so it was just like, oh my god, there he is. And it was really nice.
Yeah, I ended up becoming friends with these two other people, Karen and her husband. Apologies, I can't remember his name. So sweet.
So nice. I think honestly the biggest takeaway anytime we go out is sit at the bar, because you will always have conversation with strangers, and it was just like so much fun.
Yeah.
Like, even though I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I really was listening to the dueling piano because we were talking so much with them.
Yeah.
But it was so lovely. Like, I just love talking to people, so it was just, the atmosphere was so fun.
Yeah, no, it was such a great way to spend a Thursday night.
Yeah.